Okay, folks, what's going on? What's going on? How everybody doing? Okay, you got some time to come on in. We got Instagram up there. We got Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube down here. Hope you guys are doing well. Okay, you got some time to chime on in, if you will. I want to say hello to those of you already on Instagram. First, tap 100. Thank you for stopping through. This is our Monday Motivational Power Talk. We do this every Monday at 9 p.m. sharp. We're a little bit late today. We started at 9:10 actually. Had some things I needed to knock out before I get started. So I had a little bit of a late start, but we're in now. I want to say hello to Miss Lynn Martin. Thank you for stopping through, and I hope I was able to answer your question earlier today. Lynn, thank you very much for coming in. We'll give you guys a couple more seconds to come on in here so we can get started. We can go ahead and do a dive in, get started with our Monday Motivational Power Talk. And I hope you guys are prepared to have a great week. And I hope your week last week was productive, and I hope that you've done well last week as well. As you guys know, we are in not so good times right now. 2020 has been a challenging year for all of us this far as a country and as individuals. A lot of people have been out of jobs and stuff like that, out of work. Officially, we are in a recession, which is what we're going to talk about tonight. So, and I'm going to share with you guys what you need to do to get over that hump, to get ready, to be prepared, and that's it. So let's go ahead and get started, folks. Thank you guys for Instagram. Guys up here. So folks down here, if you're on my live down here on YouTube, Facebook, and Twitter, you're going to see me look up from time to time. It's because I'm looking up my Instagram folks up this way. And folks of Instagram up here, you will see me look down here. That means I'm talking to my folks down there who are on Twitter, Facebook, and YouTube. So with that being said, let's go ahead and get started, folks. If it's going to be, it's up to me to fulfill my dreams and possibilities with dedication and motivation to inspire thousands from all nations. When times are tough and breaks you down, just smile with toughness and rebuild from the ground. During tough times, adversity is a lot. Just remember, time flies, but you are the pilot. Good evening, folks. Thank you for joining our Monday Motivational Power Talk. Jay Hunter Lee here and as usual, we do this at 9 p.m. every Monday night, of course, at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Thank you guys for coming in. My man Anthony Wells just chimed in up here on Instagram this time. Sometimes he come in on Facebook the day he's up on Instagram. So thank you guys for stopping through. We get ready to get started here. And what I want to talk to you guys about today is very, very important. I saw an article today that stated that that United States is officially in a recession. Okay, and these are dying times. These are hard times. But here's what I want to share with you about times. Tough times. Tough times don't last, but tough people do. And we're going to talk about being tough people right now because that's exactly what it's going to take to get through this recession. We're to say hey to my cousin Donnell Jackson. What's going on, cousin Buzzin'? Thank you for stopping through, man. So we're going to talk about being tough. We're going to talk about this recession because let me tell you something about a recession. A recession just don't end overnight. You guys know that. And yes, we got this pandemic. To me, it's not a pandemic, but for the sake of respect for everybody else who believes in that, I'm going to say it. We're in this pandemic right now, and when this pandemic is over, you're still going to have at least 18 more months of recession. The recession is not going to just come out and be over with just because the pandemic is over with. So here's what we want to talk about. Let me revert back to something I've been sharing with you guys for the past, I would say, 12 years now. Okay, I'm gonna share with you guys what I've been sharing with you guys for the past 12 years now, and I'm gonna talk about what we need to do. Okay, for the past 12 years, I've always been talking to you guys about being entrepreneurs, being recession proof. What What is recession proof? Recession proof means that you have put yourself in a position to where the marketplace would still need you regardless of the conditions of the United States economy or the world economy. Okay. So in other words, Verizon is a recession proof business. Why? Because no matter how bad times are, people will always need a cell phone. Okay. AT&T, those, if you're in the telecommunications field, you are going to need to be recession proof. Those are recession proof businesses. Okay. Tracy Flynn, good to see you. That's Tracy Flynn, not Tracy Flynn, Tracy Folks. Good to see you, Tracy Folks. Sorry about that. Someone named Tracy Flynn said that they'll be joining us, so I had them on mind because they wanted to ask me some questions about what we're talking about. So I had them on mind. But thank you for coming through. Stick around. I got some good information for you. Okay. Thank you very much, Tracy Folks. Tracy Folks has been a great, great supporter of mine ever since day one. When I first told her that I'm going to write a book, she remembers that from day one. I said, I'm going to write a book. She remembers it from day one. She's a great, great hand dancer. Those of you in the DC area, you know what hand dancing is. She's phenomenal. She's always had my back. She's always been a great supporter. So thank you, Tracy, for stopping through. Don't go anywhere. I got some good information coming. So talking about recession proof, folks, when you have a business, and this is what I shared with you before, okay? Look at Steve Jobs. I'm not even mentioning Bill Gates no more. Yes, he's had multiple success, major success. Yes, but I don't even want to talk about him. I want to talk about Steve Jobs. Why? Because Steve Jobs did Apple. He had just the success, just like Bill Gates. He might not have had Bill Gates' money, but he had just as much success with Apple as well. Let's talk about Steve Jobs. Steve Jobs had a product, right? And I said this before, that people did not invest or were interested. It's not the products. It's not the product that the people were interested in. Okay? You're not the product. Because without you, the business doesn't fly. I don't care how good the product is. Okay? You can have a shitty product. You can have the most appealing a product out there and don't do anything with it. So it's not the product, it's you. I want you guys to keep that in your head as we go through this motivational power talk tonight. It's not the product, it's you. You are the product. And I did another video back some time ago about the next big thing. What is the next big thing? The next big thing is not what you can come up with. The next big thing is you. You are the next big thing. So it's not the business, it's not the product, folks. It's you. And here's why. People only like to do business with people that they like, know, and trust. So in order for you to do well in a capitalist society, in order for you to do well in an economy that's hurting, whether it's hurting or not, the marketplace, people got to like you. They got to like you. If prime example, let's just say Donald Trump was not the president of the United States. You still wouldn't like Donald Trump because you know how dumb Donald Trump is, okay? Now, would you go into his hotels and patronize him? Would you go gambling in any of his hotels? Would you play golf on any of his golf courses? No, you wouldn't. Why? Because you don't like the person that produced it. You have a horrible feeling about the guy who owns all of that. So you're not going to go and support him, right? So here's the thing, folks. People do business with people that they like, know, and trust. That has to be you. That is what's the start of making yourself recession proof, regardless of the recession. If you did, Dr. Dennis Kimbro said this, man, and it was very profound. He said, if you become great or become the best at what you do, the marketplace will seek you out. So you got to understand. You got to understand who you are to the market and what you can bring to the market. Not the product, but I'm talking about yourself. Bring yourself to the market. Let the people know who you are. Let the people know that you have good character and integrity and honesty about your business. Let the people know that you have a way to helping humanity, helping the marketplace. So when you have these things, folks, people will focus more on you. And then when they focus more on you, you know what they're going to say? Okay, what do you have? What do you have that's going to help me? Now they trust you. How many people trust McDonald's? McDonald's have a shitty product, but you know what? McDonald's have a good marketing scheme. See, their product is shitty, but they got billions and billions of people to eat that shit. Right? So, with that being said, you have to put yourself on the marketplace. People have to know you. People have to like you. People have to trust you. And if they don't, it doesn't matter how good the product is, they won't buy your product. They won't invest in your product. Doesn't matter. So that's what you need to do first, folks. That is the most important thing. Just as laptop here. That's the most important thing in becoming recession proof, not the product, because no product is recession proof. If you take Verizon, Verizon is recession proof not because they have communication services. They're recession proof because people like Verizon. People trust Verizon. People understand Verizon, so they trust Verizon. Okay, same as AT&T, same as T-Mobile. It's not just because they have many reasons why people may like them. Okay, their prices are better. They got good prices. They got unlimited price for this amount of price. Whatever that thing is, people like that company. And guess what? No matter how good or how shitty that company is, I'm gonna tell you something. Sprint, people love Sprint. Sprint has a shitty service. You can't hardly go anywhere. You gotta go stand by a window to get service with Sprint. But guess what? For some reason, people like Sprint. Must probably because of the price. So everybody have their own market. Everyone have their own market share. So the thing is, folks, people like Sprint, even though Sprint services is always conking out and giving feedback and static and all that crap. They like them. So what do you have that you can bring to the marketplace? But first, people have to understand that they know, like, and trust you. Because if they don't like, know, and trust you, they're not going to test your product. They're not going to want your product, no matter how good your product is. You can have a product that can cure diabetes. You might get somebody's attention because you might say, I can cure diabetes. Yeah, but who are you? They're going to do a deep dive on you. They're going to see, they're going to want to know what your history is. Do you have a history of helping people with diabetes before they invest their money? See, that's the thing people don't realize, folks. That's influential. That's being an influence. People they gravitate towards people who are influential. If you're not influential, I'm a very influential person. A lot of people gravitate towards me, but then people who do not gravitate towards me, and that's okay. My message is not for them. My message are for those who gravitate towards me, who understands what I'm saying, who like what I'm saying, and get the benefits out of what I'm sharing with them. And I have testimonies. I have people who can tell you right now, man, Jay, help me. I have people who are business executive who can tell you that I have helped them. Plenty of testimony. And that's a matter of fact, we can really start putting testimonials on jleespeaks.com to share what my credibility has been with a lot of people who are making 6 or 7 figures. All right. So with that being said, it's you. It's not the product. They have to like, know, and trust you, folks. So I'm getting ready to build this city over in Egypt. It's not because I have a plan to build this city. It's not because my presentation was hit out of the park. It's not even about the presentation. Because before the presentation, I had to present myself. That's what being recession proof is all about. You have to present yourself, ladies and gentlemen. You have to let the people know what your worth is, your value. And here's the thing. When you go into a job and you have to ask what the job pays, that's not knowing your worth. Because when you know your worth, you never have to ask how much a job is paying. When you know your worth and you are good at what you do, the job will always ask how much to pay you. That's knowing your worth. See, the marketplace will seek you out. People call me about speaking. Okay, I haven't done anything since the pandemic, but I spoke back in February the 29th. This is a leap year. February 29th, I spoke over in Tampa, about 40 minutes from here, over in a place called Riverview, Florida. Okay, and when the people approached me about speaking, they didn't ask. Uh, they didn't ask. Yeah, we would like you to speak, and I didn't ask them how much they're going to pay me. They asked how much they're going to pay me. They asked that question because they knew my worth. They knew that I stood on a solid ground, and I was able to give them a price I knew that they were comfortable paying. So that's what I'm saying with you. I'm just sharing that information with you folks because you have to know your worth. If you don't know your worth, if you don't have substantial value within to bring to the marketplace, I'm gonna promise you right now, you will not be recession proof. You will not be recession proof. And no matter how much information that you can give people, if it's not within you, if it's not you that they like, know, and trust, it doesn't matter what your product is. It's not going to sell. That is not, and then you're going to be stuck in a situation where you're going to rely on the economy to help your business because you think because the economy is up, people got money, and now they can just come and buy your product. That may be true to a certain degree, but you're not going to get the full benefit. You're not going to get the full potential of what you can do for the marketplace. And am I right about this, guys? Do you guys understand what I'm saying? Am I on to something here? I just want to share this information. I want to put you guys in a good position to understand what you need to do to be recession. You don't hear me complaining about the recession. You will never hear me complain about the recession. Never will hear me say that because I put myself out there. I put myself in a position to where the marketplace will always seek what I do. I have royal families overseas seeking what I do, and I've never been a real estate developer before, and that's what I need to share with you guys. This is what I'm doing over in Egypt, building cities over there. I've never done this. I've never done this, folks. I've never been a real estate developer in my entire life. I never intended to. I never thought that I would be involved in being a real estate developer. But what happened here? An opportunity came. You see what I'm saying, folks? An opportunity came. The opportunity didn't come because they said, oh, Jay is a developer. The opportunity came to me when I had to start my company, my real estate development company, because it came to me. The opportunity came. I said, oh, well, let me hurry up and start my company up. Let me hurry up and start putting the staff together, right? And I did not start this. I did not have no intentions on being a real estate developer. I wanted to stay focused on motivational speaking, doing seminars and conferences, and bringing other world-renowned speakers to my conference in the Wealth Summit tours. Now, we're still going to do that. Once the pandemic is over, we're going to start back preparing to get those Wealth Summit tours started back up again. No problem. But as far as real estate development, they didn't come to me to say because, oh, you wanted to bet. There are people who are real estate developers that will make me look like an idiot. Okay? But what's the difference? It's not the resume. See, you got to understand something. It's not the resume. You can have a very, very impressive resume, but if the people do not like you, they're not going to use you. They don't care how good your resume is. That's why you have interviews. So when someone came to me and said, an investor came to me, multi-million-dollar investor, came to me and said, hey, you can be on this project as a developer. I think they're going to like you. And they put me on a phone with, I'm going to tell you guys this, they put me on a phone, on a Skype phone call with the royal, it's called the Hashemites royal family of the Kingdom of Jordan. Put me on the phone with this guy. He was blown away. Blown away. told me, "Oh man, go ahead and put it together, brother. We're gonna do some great things together." He started saying and telling me things this before before a contract even came into play. So again, people got to like you, know you, and trust you. And he knows that I've never been a real estate developer before. That's the banker in the royal family. The investor who called me, who turned them on to me, knew that I've never been a real estate developer before. They knew this, but they understood and they liked my business acumen. They respected and said, "Well, we need to bring you in on this project." Let me tell you something. The project budget is so huge, you couldn't spend this money in 5 lifetimes. That's how big this budget is. I'm not going to tell you the exact amount, but I will tell you that you couldn't spend it in 5 generations, in 5 lifetimes. And then I got word, oh, we got 9 more we want you to build. These folks are already telling me they want me to build 9 more cities. That's 10 cities, folks. The second city is going to be in Morocco. What I'm just saying, I'm not doing this. I'm not telling you this to impress you. I'm telling you this to impress upon you that if I can do things like this, not you can do it, but you better do things like this. Put yourself in the marketplace. Let the people know who you are before you let your see the problem is you see a lot of ads out there. Facebook ads, Twitter ads, Instagram ads of people posting products out there, impressing people about the product. Right? You see this, I'm sure you guys see it. You see a lot of people posting on Facebook that you know about a product. Hey, you want to lose weight? Everybody want to lose weight. Everybody want to fix credit right now. Everybody want to sell gold. Those are the 3 hottest ones right now going on, especially in multi-level marketing. So a lot of people say, you can buy this, you can get this, you can do that, you can lose weight. You ain't got to work out, just lose weight. You can drink this tea or whatever. Right? Okay. Well, who are you? Who are you to tell me that I can do these things with this product? So you see, a lot of people put the product before themselves. Why? Because they think the product sells itself. No product sells itself. They think the product sells itself. The only products that sells itself is cars. And then guess what? When you go into a dealership, if you don't like the salesperson, you don't like the sales manager or the owner of the dealership, guess what? You ain't gonna buy the car from them. You can go to somebody else and buy the car. So guess what, folks? That's another point. There are other people who got teas, selling tea. There's other people who can fix credit. There are other people who can sell gold. But what's the difference? The product the same, but why do they choose them people over you? Why? Because they like them better than they like you. So again, people do business with people that they like, know, and trust. It's no secret to being recession proof. You just have to be likable. You got to be likable. People got to like you. People, if they like you, they'll listen to you as you put you on, show them the services or the products that you have. But if they don't like you, they don't want to hear from you. But I say like you, I'm not saying if they don't like you, they hate you. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying they have to like you enough to want to support you. People have short attention spans today. They got to like you, folks. They got to know what you're about, know what you stand for. They have to understand your core values. When they understand these things and they like these things about you, then they will support you. They will say, man, what you got? Show me what you got. Right? Of course, you're going to have some people who won't support you. They'll go to Walmart and buy from Walmart. Maybe they like Walmart better than like you. So you got to get them to like you better than like Walmart. Tell them, hey, stop wasting your gas going to Walmart. I got the same product. I bring it to your house. Make them like you better than they like Walmart, folks. Simple. The work is not the product. The work is you. People got to like you. That is the #1 ingredient to being recession proof. They got to like you. They don't like you, You're going to fall by the wayside. And then again, you got to get a lot of people like you. Look at a person who does hair. I don't know. I don't care how good they do hair. I don't think anybody's going to go to them to get their hair done if they don't like that individual. They're going to find somebody else who does hair just as good as they do that they like. Salon hairstylists. Remember that. If they don't like you, they won't support you. No matter how good you are in doing hair, no matter how good you are in doing nails, doesn't matter. No matter how hard, how good you are in as a barber, they don't like you. They don't want you to touch their head. They can't stand you. Some people might hate your guts. Sometimes you have to step up your customer service. Try to be more appealing to the people. Plead to the people. Hey, man, oh, where are you going to be? I'll come there and do it. Where are you going to be at? You're going to be, oh, you're going to be at the doctor's office? Well, want me to come to the doctor's office and knock the edges up off for you? I come in the office, and my clippers are battery. I don't need to plug it in. I can just come in there while you're in this waiting room and just knock the edges off for $5 or whatever. You gotta do whatever it needs to do. See, you got to do whatever it takes. One of my mentors, name is Dr. Willie Jolly. You know what he said the word WIN stands for? WIN, WIN. It stands for whatever is necessary. You got to do whatever is necessary. That's how you be recession proof. It's not the product. It's not having a recession proof product. You are recession proof. You know why you're recession proof? Because you're still going to be around on this earth long after recession is over. You're going to survive a recession physically. So you might as well make yourself noticeable to the marketplace. You might as well make yourself known, make yourself likable, make yourself trusting to the market. So with that being said, folks, you have no problem being recession proof because people like you. Simple as that. And as you do favors for people, as you do work for people, get a testimonial from them, whether it's a video or written testimonial. Put that on your website. Let people know why people like you. See, people always want to know why they like you. Put it in your test, get a testimonial, put it on your website, brand yourself, market yourself, folks. Those are the things that's being a recession proof. You got to work even harder during a recession on yourself. Jim Rohn said, work harder on yourself than you do on your job. That's right. Work harder on yourself than you do in your business. Work harder on yourself than you do in your relationships. Because you got to work hard on yourself. Hope this makes sense to you guys. Good to see you, Malongo. Thank you for stopping through. I hope this makes sense to each and every one of you guys. All I want to do is help you guys. I'm not some people want to debate and all that stuff. I'm like, look, if you don't bring in science, I'm not debating you. I'm about science. There's no lying in science. Only an idiot would argue facts. Science is facts. And there are bad science out there. You can tell by bad science because it don't make sense to your common sense. Okay, then you're going to have people out there who don't get it. And listen, Shannon Sharp said it perfectly. He said, the man that can't see is not the blindest. It's the one that refuses to see. So that's the point I'm making to you folks. Good to see my man Woody Woods out there. Make sure you guys go see Woody Woods down in Waldorf, Maryland. Phenomenal store down there. He got many shirts, paraphernalia, hats, all kinds of stuff down there. Make sure you guys go down there and see him. He always got music playing. He enjoys what he does. And that's another thing. Let me just talk about Woody Woods for a second. I've never met Woody Woods in person, but I've seen his videos. I've seen his posts. And I can tell you right now that he's a very, very trusting and likable guy. So people goes and support him. Okay? He got a lot of products down there. Good to see you, Kenny Kitchens. He got a lot of product down there that people are going to buy from him not because he got the product, it's because they like him. So they're going to patronize him. They're going to come down there. And when you walk into his store, I've seen him have videos set up where people walk into his store and he don't just say, how can I help you? He carry a conversation with you. He put music on. Hey, remember what you think about this old JYB? He put music on. He make you feel at home. He make you feel at home when you walk into his store. He make you feel like you are one of his own when you walk in there. And that's what I see. I see that through his videos. So you can't make this up. I've seen this man do this. So the man, is right. The man is right. He knows how to market. Yep. You call a grocery store. So learn from Woody Woods. If you're a business owner, if you're trying to make yourself recession proof, go down there to Woody Woods, down in Waldorf. He can put the address right here. He can tell you right now, folks. Go down there and just talk to him. He will tell you what you need to do for your business. He'll tell you right now, hey, first, he'll probably tell you the same thing. You got to like people like you. You got to get people to like you. You got to be influential. And there's a thing called influence without authority. It's called influence without authority, meaning that people are going to follow you because they want to, not because they have to. People will want to follow you. Why? Because you are bringing value to them. You bring to the relationship. You bring value to the church. You bring value to the marketplace. You bring value to where you frequent the most. And when you do that, folks, people will be gravitating towards you. They will support you. That is being recession proof. It's not about a product. I don't care what the product is. Like I said before, McDonald's have a shitty product, but they got billions of people to eat that shit. Why? It's because they have a marketing strategy that makes people like McDonald's. Look at the McDonald's clown, the hamburgers. Remember them guys back in the day having cartoons? Then they got the little song. You know what I'm saying? They got all this stuff. They make people like McDonald's. So they're gonna go in McDonald's because they want to feel the energy of the man with the clown. I guess his name Ronald McDonald. Remember that? Marketing strategies. You got to have the marketing strategies to get people to want to do business with you, to want to patronize you, right? So that's how you do that, folks. That's how you do it. Woody Woods is at 3641 Leonardtown Road in Waldorf, Maryland. Make sure you guys go see Woody Woods, man. He got some great products down there. He's a great guy, and he's a good businessman. And the man has a big heart. Go down there and see this man. You ain't going to just buy a product from him. You're going to get some conversation out of him. He's going to engage in a conversation with you. He want to know about your day. He's going to give you something encouraging before you walk out the store with his product. That's how you get people to like you, folks. Hospitality. I've seen him do it. I've witnessed him do it in his video. I said, man, this dude got to be doing good business. Regardless of what the economy. I literally said this to myself. I said, this guy got to be doing business because he engaged in his customers. I seen one video. I heard a guy walk in his store and he told, and the guy, I think the guy was just checking out. And Woody Woods told him, hey man, take your time, take a look around, take your time. I heard this, take your time, take much time as you need. He wasn't like the Asian folks who want to act like they following you, like they dusting off stuff, looking at you. Hurry up and buy. He didn't come off like that. He said, man, take your time. He treats everybody like family when they walk in there. I've seen him in his video. The man got videos going on 4 or 5 times a day. You can see it. You can see it yourself. Guys in there eating chicken. He put the video on. I was like, look at this brother right here, man. This is a good man right here. He's standing this chicken up, man. Come have some of this chicken. You did that the other day, Brother Woods. Come have him. He make you feel at home in his store, folks. That's why you need to support people like that. Go and see for yourself. Get that experience. I've experienced it through a video. So I already know what it will be like when I'm up in it, when I come up in the DMV and I go in this man's store. I already know what it's going to be like. It's going to be fire when I walk up in here. That's my man now. You see what I'm saying? I love that brother. That brother is on point. So that's what I want to share with you, folks. I hope this is making sense. Kenny said he'd known what it was for 30 years. You know, bought all his music from him. So that's where you got all those Northeast Groovers CDs from him, huh? So with that being said, folks, I hope this makes sense to all of you guys. I want to thank the folks up here on Instagram. Thank y'all for chiming in. And those of you down here Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter. Thank you for chiming in as well. I want you guys to thank you, Brother Woods. I appreciate that, man. I want you guys to be nice to one another. Kill all the bullshit out here. If you're beefing, squash the beef. It doesn't matter if you were wrong or right. It's not about who's right. It's about what's right. And what's right is to get rid of the damn beefs, the bullshit, and just come clean because you want the positive energy to hit you, and it will hit you. So with that being said, folks, I want you to share the video if this has been helpful to you all. I would really appreciate it. If it didn't help you, I'm sure it will help somebody that you not like, know, and trust that's in your friends list. Okay, so do me a bigger favor. That's right, support Black business, Brother Kenny. So with that being said, folks, do me a bigger favor, and that is to sing like no one can hear you, dance like no one can see you, love like you've never been hurt, and live like it's heaven on earth. I'm Jay Hunter Lee. I love you, and the world needs you. So wash your hands, wash your ass. Peace and blessings, folks. Have a great day.